Alrighty, welcome back. As you can see, I have a new pistol on the bench. Pretty quick here. This is the Sig Sauer P938. This is a pistol that's been out for quite some time now. I believe these came out originally in 2013, and they are still made, although without as many variations as they once had. At the time of this video, Sig still makes a Legion model, pretty much a basic model like this, but all black instead of the anodized frame here, or Cerakote, whatever the heck it is. They also have one of their SAS sighted systems, which basically these sights are integrated into the slide. But this is an example of your basic run-of-the-mill P938. I picked this up used from my local gun store. These can normally be had around I think I've seen them as low as $5.99-ish, but typically they're around the $6.50 range. I have seen them go as high as $6.99. But this one I was able to pick up used for $385, which I thought was a pretty good deal. So that being said, I really think this is in pretty good condition. Obviously it has been shot. If you look inside, there's, I don't know if you can see it, there's carbon and stuff, but that's no big deal, easy to clean. So I'm going to go over a couple of the few basic specs on this, and then I will go over some of my overall thoughts on carrying a gun like this. So real quick, now this one did not come with a box, but it does come standard with one magazine, which is here, and this is a 7-round 9mm magazine. That's the other thing. It is chambered in 9mm, hence the 938. So it does come with 3-dot Sig Light night sights, so that's kind of cool. These ones are still activated, so over time the tritium in these sights can basically degrade to the point where they no longer illuminate, but you still do have some white, but these ones still work good. Let's get into a little bit more here. So overall length is about 5.9 inches. Overall width, which is going to be considering, here, the widest part of the gun, is 1.1 inches. Height, 3.9 inches. Barrel length, right there, that is 3 inches. The whole gun itself weighs 16 ounces unloaded. It is a single action only trigger system, meaning if you want to shoot it, you got nothing, you're gonna have to cock it back, and then there you go. Now, you are going to want to have the safety on if you're carrying it, but as you can see, it basically kills it out. So all you gotta do is flip that safety down and you're good to go. And let's see here, what else we got? Like I said, the frame, it is an anodized aluminum alloy, so it's definitely lighter. The slide material is a stainless steel that's nitron coated. This example has ambi safeties, which is nice. And then it does come with these nice rubber grips. These look really nice. They actually fit my hand very nice. I'm able to, with that little extension here, I'm able to get basically 3 fingers on there. So it's really a nice small compact package. So as I got the rest of that in, I kind of go over a few other things here that I haven't yet. Got nice serrations on front and back. Has a very attractive, nice little cut here. Little undercut in the grip here, which is much appreciated. in terms of getting high up on that frame. You get a little beaver tail in the back here, although obviously no grip safety here. So you can't really claim that it's, you know, a 1911, but it's very similar. Same thing with no bushing. But it does, obviously the beaver tail does keep you from getting a hammer bite. So it works. Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, here's the magazine here. Got some witness holes in there. Mags look to be pretty nice quality. If you get a look, it's pretty dark in there. Couple different things to note here. There is a couple polymer parts on here. For those who don't know, the trigger is got some serrations on it, but that is polymer. Also, your main spring housing is also a polymer piece, as you can see there. Not that it matters, really, it just keeps the weight down, which is what you want for something like this, which is going to be a concealed carry option. This is, at the time of this video, one of my smallest guns that I now own. So this is going to be predominantly a pocket carry option, or you know, summer inside the waistband carry option. But if you get a good look here at the back, you can see these grips. They have a nice kind of a palm swell here. Really fits the hand nice and feels comfortable. Yeah, you have an external extractor here. Pretty nicely manufactured gun. Definitely, you know, pretty good quality. Full length guide rod, stuff like that. In terms of frame fitment, I mean, there's a little bit of wiggle, but again, this isn't a 1911, so it's not going to operate and have the same prerequisites of a 1911. So obviously some slide wiggle isn't the end of the world. But as you can see, the fitment and stuff, it's pretty good. Nothing really to complain about. The one thing that I did think was a little funky on this is you can turn the safety on without cocking back the hammer, which you might think that, oh, I'm good to go. You're obviously not. So you can turn it off and on without the hammer back, or, you know, like that. Works. I just think that's just kind of a weird situation, because on here, this is a T-sauce. You obviously cannot put the safety up when the hammer is not back. Voila. So, no problem. But, I mean, it shares enough of a likeness to be similar to the 1911 for any 1911 aficionado. But that is really about my only gripe that I have on it. Just, it seems like a liability. I really wish that it would just work the same as the regular 1911, but as it is not one, what can you do? Now, another big point of contention is this relevant today? In the high capacity micro 9s, I mean, this is considered, I would consider it I believe Sig even considers it a micro compact. So, you know, compared to what's out in the market nowadays, such as the Hellcat or the Sig P365, this is definitely pushing on the realm there of, you know, compared to capacity wise. I mean, this does have 7 rounds of a single stack magazine, but compared to those, which hold 10 or maybe 12, depending on what kind of mags you get, I don't know. I mean, if you're just going to 10, 3 rounds, I guess it's a benefit to have an extra 3 rounds. But you do get a few things, I think, with this design. I think it's going to be thicker, and I think you could opt to not have these palm swell style grips, and it would be very, very thin for only 3 rounds. So I don't know. I mean, compared to something like an LCP or something, or an LC9, I think that you would be better suited with this. Not to mention it has a pretty nice trigger pull. But I mean, yeah, I think they're still relevant, especially if you could find one like this, a used one. I think a lot of people are turning them in, trying to go the way of the 365 just because they don't think these are relevant, but that can lead to what I suspect as being some pretty good deals on the secondhand market. So keep your eyes out for them. And again, don't be afraid to buy new. At the time of this video, I mean, there was kind of a growing thing, the 911 from Springfield, which has been since discontinued, and basically the Kimber Micro 9 is the only name of the game besides this anymore. And I don't think that they're bad guns. I mean, Sig, you do get these night sights and stuff, some really nice features for what is essentially a basic carry gun, but you get some nice premium features. One thing, since I mentioned the trigger and I do have this gauge, I'm going to go ahead and check out that trigger pull. Okay. What do we got here? About 6 pounds. I'll try it again. About 6. So I'm getting right at about 6. But really, it's not a bad trigger pull. Definitely not a bad trigger pull for a carry gun, especially being in a single action. To anybody who would be concerned about a single action carry gun, I wouldn't be concerned about it at all. I mean, you pop the safety on, you should be pretty well rest assured that nothing's going to happen. I mean, even if you're to knock around, that hammer is not dropping unless you manually take that safety off. So I guess I should check that too. I don't really know for sure. Okay, there's no mag disconnect there, so that's also nice. But yeah, sorry if this video has been kind of jumbled around. I've been hitting a couple different points, but yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think of these small carry guns? I like them. I think they're really fun. Will I buy a bunch of them? Probably not. This is kind of one of these guns that you're probably going to have maybe 1 or 2 in your collection, just depending. Like maybe I could see myself getting a 381 because they are actually a little bit smaller, a little lighter, and being a different caliber. I don't think I'd need a bunch of the 9mm, small guys like this. So that's just something a little different. Now, I do think it'd be kind of cool if maybe they offered this in a 40 or something. That'd be pretty sweet. Switch this to a steel frame, popping out 40s out of this. It'd be quite a handful, I believe. But that's kind of cool stuff that I think gun companies would be cool to try. Some unique things like that, but here we go. So again, let me know what you think. Kind of rambling on at this point, but if you guys have any good experiences with these, let me know. And I'll be sure to post some updates and a shooting video here real soon. And that way you can kind of get a look of it in action. So, alrighty. Well, thanks for watching.